watch what you're thinking about them. And, you know, fundamentally, you know, we as parents, we really need to fundamentally believe in our children, believe that they are just like us, human beings who have come into this world wanting to do good and can be trusted, all these kinds of things. And if not, then we can take some responsibility for how they've been educated and raised and see what we can do about that. Possibly also apologize, you know, so if you are watching this and you're like really in it with this topic at the moment and reflecting on your own experience, and if there are things that you feel like you've done wrong or you have been too controlling or too coercive, you know, you and millions of other parents right now, so you know, it's not something to feel personally attacked about. But you know, that can be a great step forward to be vulnerable. You know, if you're one of those parents that maintains this kind of like, I'm always fine and I've got everything under control, show some vulnerability, apologize to them and say, listen, I've been reflecting and I realize I've been just totally over the top about this, whatever it might be. You'll know the topics, the boundaries, the conflict points. And, you know, I really want to change. I want this to be like a line in the sand, and I want us to never go back to that. I'm not going to micromanage you, nag you anymore. I want you to be able to make your own decisions. I want you to be able to take responsibility, and I really believe in you. And this is a work in progress now that we're starting for the next 4 years, for at least for the next year. Maybe teenagers probably can't think in terms of 4 years. Most of us can't. So, you know, the next month, for the whole summer, let's just really look at like how we're relating. And let's see how much kind of, you know, freedom and enjoyment, and, you know, maybe don't use the words responsibility, maturity, those kinds of things. That's more for the parents, but that's what we mean. Have a reset, have a big reset like this. And, you know, this is a process of handing over. It's not an immediate thing. Like, you're 14 now, you really should be trusted. You should be able to do everything. It's a handover. They need guidance, they need experience, they need practice, and they need our loving support and belief to grow into that sense of responsibility and that enjoyment of responsibility, that enjoyment of showing up, being reliable, proving to themselves they can do it. This is what young people want more than anything. This is actually the freedom that they crave. It's not the freedom of like loads of time on their devices, you know, those kind of for drugs, sex, you know, maybe some of those things as well. But the real freedom they want is self-leadership, is to be able to be running their own lives. And it is so frustrating for them at this age and stage that they can't do it. They don't actually know how to do it, and they haven't proven it to themselves, let alone to you. So you know, they're craving this. And when they do something great, you know, take that opportunity. If your praise is going to be well received by them, take that opportunity to reflect that back to them and go, wow, I'm so impressed by you. Yeah, those are words that your teen at the right moment, especially if you're struggling on this front, is really gonna take a lot from. So